Hi everybody and welcome to another by Pen and Paper streams. We are back in Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector. I can pronounce that, probably, maybe. We are back, we're gonna go traveling somewhere else, but yeah, thank you for, stopping by. Let us... Well, actually, I'm melting here from how hot it is. I'm just continuing this. I said in the previous episode we're gonna be flying to the next area, and let's do that. I wanted to stay here and complete everything here before moving on, like I did, I think it was Hinterlands in Dragon Age Inquisition, where I just stayed for the first 20 hours there until I completed everything before going anywhere else. So now that I've kinda done here, maybe like if I skip a cycle or come back, something will trigger. Oh yeah, maybe I should... I have raw scrap. I have 2 processed scrap. I could use that. Or as I said, I could use that to build something in case I might need something over here. But Ramshackle Flotilla, they might need raw scrap as well. So I'll keep both and just fly over there. I'm just pressing buttons. Let's... how much is 4 fuel? Let's go! Confirm the vector! Starward it is! Okay, something's gonna happen. The rig. Oh yeah, I had glitch dice. That's fine. Is there a line? Oh, there is a line. It's hard to tell where Flotsam ends and the ship's parked at its many dock bridges begin. As Seraphim docks with the station, you realize that the rig now looks like just another piece of accumulated technology. One more bit of driftwood added to the raft. I love this place, Seraphim smiles as he shuts down the engines. You never know what you'll find. You've been here before? Yeah, back when I first came to the belt. The crew I signed on with used to run salvage jobs out here. Fun place to spend your wages. You see Bliss eyeing the station with what looks like both horror and satisfaction. You see the seals? They point out some twisted assemblage of ship parts. Total cowboy wheels. They could pop any moment. Seraphim waves away their concerns. Oh, that's just the outer layer. I heard there's 6 or 7 in all, so if one fails, it's no problem. He stretches and turns to you. You've gotta taste some of the stuff they grow in the old Tekhe. He kisses his fingers. Oh, that's the good shit. Oh, great. Bliss sighs. So many layers of redundancy and fallbacks that you have no hope of isolating a leak and fixing it. They wrap on the wall of the rig. Sounds like a ship I know. Defend the rig. Seraphim joins in. The two of you shoulder to shoulder. She got you out here, didn't she? He shrugs at Bliss. No sense of gratitude. I was joking! Bliss looks a little hurt and drifts out of the cockpit shaking her head. Aww. Aww. I thought we were all joking. You go to follow, but Seraphim puts a hand on your shoulder. Sleeper? He looks suddenly serious. Remember what I said about getting checked out? There are artificers all over this place. It'll take a bit of searching, but we need to know what's going on with you. He meets your eye. I'll handle it. I'm afraid I'll go here. That's why we're here. Good, Seraphim nods. Let me know what they say. I'm gonna go see if any of my old haunts are still open. He drifts out the cockpit with a mock salute. Catch you later. You are left alone in the cockpit with a view of Flotsam's chaotic structure. You look over the multicolor plating. It does, you admit, have a certain charm. Just a bunch of crap tied together. Oh, it is just a bunch of crap tied together. Oh boy, so yeah, he's 3 cycles back. I'm gonna still set them to hunt for some supplies while I do this. Explore Flotsam, a ramshackle assemblage of decommissioned ships and wrecks. To call Flotsam labyrinthine is a serious understatement. Analyze structure. Flotsam is made of maybe hundreds of ships gathered and modified over time. A good engineer might be able to identify them. Flotsam Explorer. Learning the chaotic structure of Flotsam from corridor to ship and back again takes time. Okay, at least I'm good at both, even though they are risky. So I can do this. New location discovered. No, I didn't get what to say. The narrow escape. Crashed ship turned bar. Wow. Take recovery contract. The narrow escape's barman, Bolton, has a tip about a recovery contract for a few chits. He'll give you the coordinates. Stranded rig. Alma, safe. Oh wow, actually safe. My rig's blown its propulsion and I'm stranded on some godforsaken rock. Repair crew needed. We'll split hull, no time wasters or thieves. I'm armed. Recover stranded rig, scrap plus components, that is cool. The narrow escape specializes in leaf-wrapped parcels of rice and mushrooms, all ingredients grown in plants. $15, that's a lot. I need to work to get that. Okay, let's try it again. Analyze the structure. You start paying attention to the wires, feeds and pipes. They lead you everywhere, from busy thoroughfares to hidden bays. No, ferry tanker, visiting fuel tanker. Okay. Repeatable action, buy fuel, buy scrap components. Okay, that is... It's more expensive. Ah. Some stuff is more expensive in this place than the others. Okay, let's... Risky shouldn't be that much, it just drains energy, right? Positive, new location discovered, that is good. There it is, Old Take. Work the hydroponics. Old Take is the oldest ship in the Flotsam and now serves as a huge hydroponic farm. Keeping the station alive, shifts are always valuable. I can buy food supplies, but not any cheaper. That sucks. This is a risky job, but I wanna complete this first. I wanna discover this whole area. Let's see if something happens. Okay, Flotsam Explorer. I don't want to do a negative. Oh, I didn't want to see if that is negative. So... I hope this stays. I'm gonna check if that stays or not. I got lost of energy and stopped. I couldn't dice and couldn't everything. So I'm just gonna end the cycle and see what happens. I hope that stays. Oh fuck, I'm gonna have another glitch dice. Yep, there goes the glitch. Did it stay? It stayed, okay. I need to find a place to work. So let's risk this. Okay, Flotsam Explorer, I completed it. The chaos of Flotsam intrigues you. Passage to passage, it is the most incoherent place you've ever visited. Plating, cladding, and cushioning of all kinds of condition hides a forest of wires and ducts, interfacing in ways their manufacturers would never dream possible. Rooms are crushed cargo bays, footbridges, and eviscerated engine rooms. Patchwork corridors are lumped with massive valves, bending worryingly along their length. It is, to put it nicely, a total mess. It is not that you don't like it, but finding an artificer among this chaos has been more than a little challenging. This cycle, searching these winding passages once more, seeing only scrap merchants and junk shops, you have begun to wonder if Seraphine had any idea what he was talking about when he advised you to come here. A sleeper? The voice cuts through the pungent air. Well, I never. You glance in the voice's direction and find yourself looking at a small booth piled with tech. Behind a fogged and scratched plastic screen is a meticulously arranged counter, the only clear spot in sight. At it, an old man with wet and wandering eyes sits neatly. Strange artificer, Jean Me. Specific names for specific people. Excuse me? The man's eyes widen. Apologies. I wasn't sure you'd even hear me. Jean Me tilts his head. I didn't mean to be rude. Please. and he bows a little. That's okay. He smiles warmly, almost bowing again, his hunched shoulders accentuating the movement. How? He pauses, taking care with his speech now. How are you feeling, Slipper? He beckons you a little closer. I'm Jean Michael. Jean Michael. Though please, to you, Jean me. I work with machines. He swipes a hand along his counter where you see configurations of tiny parts. Mostly small ones. He smiles. I'm not great. Of course. He chops with his hand to indicate a stool. A stool with a leg bar. Meant for perching beside his counter, and such is the clarity and persuasiveness of his movement that you obligingly sit. Your presence is a rare honor here. He smiles and looks down into his lap. I'm sorry if I make you uncomfortable. I'm just very pleased to see you. That's okay. He looks up. Very kind of you to say. I can see your journey to me has not been easy. He sighs with genuine concern. You track his eyes across your body, noticing the scuff marks on your thick, vinyl-like skin, the replaced and broken parts of your body, the marks of violence. You pull your jacket a little tighter. Jean Me folds his hands one over the other and places them on the counter. I do not know what your experiences have been, but I want to assure you that I see you as a person, a being, a soul, shall we say, as valid as any other. You look in Jean Me, his own age and wear also evident, a life of precise and careful work shaping his body into a reflection of his process. I mean, he's completely human without any, wrong parts. You note his unconfident way of speaking, which betrays a certain loneliness, a lack of practice. It is his turn to feel observed. How do you expect me to... I understand. You are kind. The frankness of the remark takes you by surprise. You know what this game is actually missing? And I've just noticed now, after playing the first whole game, the second one. When you respond, there is not a designation or description of how you are responding. Like, when you're telling somebody enough, when I told Seraph, enough Seraph, I don't know if I told him, if I yelled at him, if I was... you can do it with caps lock and exclamation marks, yes, but there is still the tone, there is still the intention behind the words. There is you can say many things differently, in different tone, different accentuation and all that, and it will be taken differently, positively, negatively, neutrally, happy, sad, all that. So when we have descriptions for this game in this way for others to say, I wish when I choose my answers, my whatever I say, I wish when I choose that I will be able to choose with it how am I saying, or if the line says whatever, I understand, and then after it says you say thoughtfully, you say angrily, you say confusedly or something like that, so I can know another step of how the other person is probably gonna react, if I'm yelling or if I'm trying to talk calmly to them. So that's something I would wish this game has. Maybe in the third game, maybe, or a mod, I don't know. The third game, probably. You are kind. The frankness of the map makes you I read that. He looks down at his counter and begins to take apart a tiny piece of machinery that sits there. Many years ago, when I began my apprenticeship, I would find that whenever I saw something that, how to say, was not working well, I was fixated on it and its repair. He tinkers with the parts, twisting them precisely. Of course, the belt is filled with this kind of dysfunctional detail, and so I was busy for many years with these small fixings. He smiles in reminiscence. But now I find that when I am interested in a thing that is not working as it should, he sharply twists one of the parts between his fingers. It is because it might have some quality not yet foreseen or discovered. He releases the altered object into the air, while it balletically twists in a ironic display, like a spinning top whose movements are totally unpredictable. Jan Mi smiles at you, watching his hypnotic toy. I can see that you are in the process of becoming Sleeper. He catches the spinning toy between a finger and his thumb. Let me aid you in this. Process of becoming what? I'm not sure about that. Why? What do you mean? Jean Mee's precise hands drop to a device around his neck. He deftly pulls a pair of goggles up to his face, masking his wet eyes. Hold still, Sleeper. Something flickers inside the goggles, their face blank. Jean Mee's hands play across buttons and switches on the exterior, tuning, focusing. Let him look. Sometimes you just need to shut up. When the goggles are finally lowered, they reveal a look of concern on Jean Mee's face. I think you better come inside. He kicks off from the desk and disappears. A moment later, you hear a rattle and a small bulkhead door besides the booth that you had assumed was rusted shut creaks open. Jean Mi beckons you inside. Jean Mi's workshop is ever more cramped than you expected. As you enter, you are surrounded on all sides with netting holding bundles and bundles of terminals, servers, drives, and cables. At its center, a padded seat and a set of articulated arms mounted with sensors and tools fill the space. The seat, please. Jean-Mi gestures at it with a polite smile. Sit. You tentatively settle on the seat, slipping your arms and feet into the straps meant to keep you from floating out in zero-G. Jean-Mi floats beside you. He looks across your body. There is damage here, I see that. We will get to that. But I see something else here as well. This is why you came. He looks at you solemnly. Yes. Though I have never met a sleeper, I've studied them. I was lucky to acquire some materials from SNR some time ago. In the interest of my own endeavors, he begins arranging a series of sensors around you on articulated arms. You are amazingly distinct from those materials. His eyes flash with excitement. Am I right in thinking you have been modified? I rebooted myself. Yes, I see that your dependency on the stabilizer, the immune recording portion of its makeup, at least, has been broken. Immune recording? Wow. He gives you a precise look. But that is not all. You are physically modified, not externally, but internally. He carefully positions the final sensor. Your tracker is disabled, which makes it impossible for SNR to find you. Congratulations, he smiles broadly. But this is not all. You have been modified, yes, but you are also being modified as we speak. What? You feel a strange claustrophobia as Jean Mi's statement. Modified? Seraphine rebooted your system, ran the recording protocol, but that shouldn't have physically changed you. It only removed your planned obsolescence. How? Jean-Mi goes to the terminal and flicks a switch. Through the back of the translucent screen, you see a nodal web in the vague shape of a sitting body. Your body. These changes appear to be complex, subtle, but consistent. Jean-Mi goes silent as he taps at the terminal. The representation of your body rotating and unfolding in unsettling motions. How is this happening? How is a good question, he sweats. How, I'm unsure of. See here. He points at a flickering representation of your spine, tracing a line towards your head. Your nervous system is growing additional nodal points here and here. Meanwhile, your emulation interface is growing an umbilical axis point, though towards what end I'm unsure. You instinctively reach back and touch the base of your head. As you do, the scan flickers and screeches with noise. You feel for something there, growing under your thick vinyl skin. Can you feel a lump, or is that just your imagination? You pick at it. Jean-Mi sighs and shuts off the terminal. The changes are partial, and in all honesty, he gestures sharply at the sensors. The resolution is too poor. I need to run a full diagnostic, but for that I would need... He drifts over to another terminal and brings up screens and screens of text and diagrams. Yes, some kind of medium to hold your suspended emulation. To access Jack, I can build myself. Oh, de-access Jack, I can build myself. But we need to breach your emulation. Jean-Mi speaks quietly, almost to himself. A ship mine would be ideal for this. It would have to be high capacity, a prime ship mine, Solheim in origin. Perhaps Helion Gate might hold records of any network in the system. He taps at the terminal. Jean-Mi turns back to you. Yes, the prime ship mine is essential if you wish further investigations to be done. I will need this above all. He turns the terminal off. I'm sorry to say, Slipper. Can you tell me more? Accurately? No. He mashes his fingers in front of his chest. It is clear that a process has begun, but has yet to complete. Jean-Mi busies himself with taking down the sensors and folding away the articulated arms. As he does, you try to calm yourself. You feel as if you have worms under your skin, and it takes all your focus not to pick it seems. I don't know if that's what Lean is doing to me or something else. Jean-Mi suddenly but gently places a hand on yours. Please, remain calm. He puts a carefully restored rare component in your hand. This can help you. Oh, a rare component. Yay. Jean-Mi waits for you to fall still. Then he leans back a little, relieving some of the strange intimacy of the moment. For now, our work is concluded. He smashes his fingers again and bows with a small head bob. But you're welcome any time. Thank you. Of course. His manner seems to have returned to something more businesslike. A humble man who knows his customers' needs. You get up from the seat, a little dazed, and push away into the passage. Safe travels, Slipper. Slipper! Jean-Mi says quietly, placing the promised list in your hand as he lets you back into the station. You leave, dazed, unsure of how you feel about the insistence of this man's particular kindness, but most of all haunted by the idea of the unseen processes that are running between you. Part of you does not wish to know anything further, to leave this place and never look back, and another is desperate to immediately retrieve every object in this list so that you may know what strangeness is happening between you. For now, you must steady yourself and find a way to continue. Seraphin comes to find you in your bunk. After Jean-Mi's assessment, you find yourself drifting back to the rig in need of the familiarity and comfort of your own ship. Slipper? He drifts in. You found an artificer? He hovers by the door, looking concerned. Conceal the truth. No, explain everything. We are friends, we are buddies, we are in this together. You tell him about Jean-Mi, how he offered you repairs and ran an assessment of your frame. You describe the cramped booth, the articulated arms, the strange experience of seeing your own body anatomized upon the terminal screen. Then you tell him that your body is changing, growing in ways Jean-Mi cannot identify. That some process has been started and you do not know where it will end. You mention umbilical ports and nodal points, trying your best to remember the details of the things Jean-Mi asked you to retrieve. Seraphin grows pale and silent. He shakes his head when you stop talking. Lane, he frowns. Ah, language. Lane, I don't know. That piece of shit has to be behind this. We don't know that. Jean-Mi didn't say. He wouldn't know, but I know that piece of shit, and I know what he would do. He would do something like this. Well, we'll get what you need. We'll find that ship mine. He nods. A bit of work here and there, and we can make it to Hellion Gate and whatever else. What about your stuff? We'll do that too. He thumps on the wall. We're free, Slipper. No one can stop us. Just say the word, okay? He goes quiet. Don't give up on yourself just yet. He smiles. Get up. Get back to it. And with that, he turns and kicks off down the corridor, disappearing from sight. You wait a little while, staring at the stained ceiling of the bunks, letting the thoughts settle in your mind. And then, when you are ready, you get up and leave, dazed, but with a stony determination glowing in your chest. So yeah, that's what I wanted to also mention. Like, this is an amazing way. Like, they let you be free to like kind of explore and travel and all that, but you're also kind of on a timer, so you kind of have both, because you have like 8 cycles to get the fuck out of here, but you also have cycles to do shit, to do stuff. Wait, what is this? Oh, this is Jean-Mi's booth, artificer shop, integration hub. Okay, let's see what he has. Jean-Mi's booth, artificer shop. Jean-Mi has promised to run diagnostics on your changing body, but needs a ship mine to house your emulation while he works. Well, it was easy to make a ship mine in the first game, now it's stupidly difficult. Integrators offices, Flotsam Management Association, what do they have? Flotsam Maintenance. Flotsam needs constant work to keep it sealed and safe. The integrators are volunteers that can always use some help. Buy engine components. The integrators usually have some engine components to spare, but they know how valuable they are and price them highly. Fucking 50 cryo, that's a lot! Integrator means meshing systems with as well as scrap. Integrators will pay for anyone skilled with meshing networks. Thing is, I have shit dice, so I can't do anything, probably. Okay, I've got some engine components, and I know where to buy more of them. Hopefully I will remember. Otherwise I will need to find a guide for that. I have fuel, I have some supplies. I'm gonna stay here for a little while. I'm gonna grab this, and then I will bounce off back to... The thing is, because I'm here, I'm gonna stop. I can't go anywhere else from this side of the belt. Like, I can't go through here or here without some, Kazna requires. So, oh, I can go to Holmes Rock. Really? I can just jump here? Well, I can go, The Hellion Gate is something I need, and I can jump there instantly. I don't need to jump between these, but I would like to jump between these because it all it expends is the equal amounts of fuel, and I can do stuff. Like I can spend like some cycles there, earn some cash, bounce everywhere. So I'm still gonna go to Far Spindle, do some work there, bounce to Hellion's Gate, and from there I might actually bounce to Greenbelt. Depending on what I get here, because if I bounce to Greenbelt I can complete the work for the other guy, which is a minor. Yeah, but it's not that difficult probably. Or I can go to Helm's Rock and then bounce to Wellspring for him, because that's a major thing. Jesus fucking Christ, everything is major at this point. And the thing that I'm gonna pick up now is not gonna be a... it's probably not gonna be a... Let's get it. Recovery contract acceptance. Okay, so it doesn't trigger anything, it's just a contract, a small contract. 2 fuel, okay, save, let's go. But I'm first gonna try and do something? Is there anything that an engineer can do to get some cash? Supplies? I think not. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I can do this, but this is risky. I don't want to risk anything. This is nothing. This is also not risky and nothing that I have skills at. And this is also nothing. And I can't do anything here except rest. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna burn this cycle. Maybe get some cash in the next one. 3 is still not that bad. I could have maybe tried something, lost some energy. Ah, fuck balls. Thing is, there's no dangerous stuff, so that way I can't get... I don't know what's gonna give me what, even. Flotsam movements, let's do some flotsam movements. Maybe we'll get some cash. Okay, raw scrap. That is fine. That's not that bad. What is this gonna give me? More raw scrap. That is actually decent. Okay, how many we have? We have 2. We can do one more cycle here and then bounce. Yeah. Like, losing energy is a problem, I get it, but it's easily mendable by buying shit. Oh my god, that's so good. Okay, what will happen if I do it here? Look at hydroponics. What will that be? Cryo and energy. That is good. That is good. I will still do this because it's giving me cryo and scrap. And scrap might be useful for things. So I'm just gonna grind that out. All the scrap I can get. Okay, lost energy. That's fine. I don't really need energy. I need supplies. Fuck, I need supplies. Where's supplies? Let's buy scrap and that. Hold that here. Yeah, I need to buy supplies. So 4 of them. That's good. Then I can bounce off. It's easier for them to salvage fuel, but I need supplies. Supplies are more important. I have 2 points. I can craft this, which is -1 stress. Thing is, if I had this, I could have constantly removed stress, even if I had more, like more than this gives me. But if I get this, it gives me a higher point dice, which is much better. And this pushes cost glitch, and I don't know how much glitch. Doesn't see how much glitch. That's important. And stress affects what is it? Yes, minus stress on positive and neutral outcomes, which I'm gonna have definitely neutral. So that would be like a free push at that point. I think I'm gonna build for that. I think I'm gonna build definitely for this, because even if I have a dice with number 1, this is gonna bounce it to a 5, and it's gonna be neutral or positive. Both of those are gonna give me just a flat roll and remove stress. So whatever stress I gain, I'll remove it completely. Unless it's a neutral, which gives me more stress, I think. But you know, it's still a good outcome. Okay, let's go to the stranded rig. Both of these guys. Can I? Haha, I can set them on each side basically. Local. Ah, I have local crew and I have rig crew. That is cool. Yeah, I'm gonna just get both of them. Both of them coming. From crew. Yes. So we have some guys on this area that are my friends and that can jump in probably. This is nice. Okay. Asteroid. Another rock in the belt. Keep your hands where I can see them. The voice crackles over the open channel of your suit comms as you near the stranded rig. You slow your approach a little as you move towards the ship, its shape lumpy and skeletal in the distant light of the sun. A warm welcome. Bodes well for the rest of the job. Bliss shoots you a concerned look. You look up the stranded ship ahead. Clearly, they are feeling a bit exposed. We are here to help. Well, I figured that, the voice retorts. Otherwise, I would have put a hole in that shiny rig of yours already. You arrive at the side of the rig, inspecting the damage as you do. Half the hull plating and big chunks of the internal structure seem to be missing. But you have a feeling that this is not what you are here to fix. The airlock opens and you move inside. The interior all exposed wires and metal framework. The systems wheeze and shudder as it cycles. Alma, Haggard's salvager. Oh, old lady. Nothing of value here, so if you're looking to steal something, yeah, fucking to it. Alma greets you plainly inside the rig. You do the work that's needed, and I'll let you take your half of the hull. Straight to business, eh? Understood? Well, alright then. Her face is as placid and unchanging as a rock. Here's the short of it. Engines conked out on me, and I'm no engineer. Can usually get her going, but this time no dice. You have no dice? Well, I have dice to spare. She looks between you and the rest of the crew. Surprised there's so many of you, to be honest. Bliss smiles sympathetically. Sorry about that, but don't worry. We've worked on these engines before. They give Alma a wink. I've worked. I can handle this. Be so sure. Alma leads you towards the engine room. The layout of the rig is much the same as yours. This girl's is sensitive type. You need to know how to handle her. The central corridor of the ship snakes in a way that isn't familiar to you, and you realize this rig is far more heavily modified than your own. Something that becomes all the more obvious when you arrive in the engine room. Rather than the rig's stock engine, a singular block and double turbine, with feed lines between, Alma's engine is a mess of piping and feed lines linking multiple raw components welded to the interior frame of the room. Your eyes widen at the sight. Been adding to her since I was young. Alma smiles to chaos. Might look a mess, but she purrs when she's running. And you're not an engineer, what the fuck? Bliss is shaking their head slowly. Oh, sleeper. They let out a puff of air. This is going to be special. You struggle to tell if they are intimidated or impressed. Perhaps it's a little both. That's about all of it. Alma gestures to the exploded engine. Get her running and you'll get your half of the hull. We'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. Hope you aren't time wasters. Alma squints at you. You certainly are a strange crew. Alma guides, also, Bliss is talking here and Eugene isn't, because he's not, I think, into this, so depending on which crew you bring, they're gonna have different comments or chime in or not, just like you know, when you bring different crew in a Dragon Age game, or, you know, a BioWare game. Alma glides over to a window set in the side of the engine room. Because in the first game, whichever people you brought on a task were people for that quest, so you couldn't like mix and match people. This is like your own crew. You're actually your own crew, and you are making, you know, not making them, but you're bringing them to specific tasks and jobs in case you need. The problem is you never know what your skills you're gonna need, and probably you're gonna need all of them, so you must differentiate and have different guys have different things to fill out the things that you don't have, basically, I think. Mostly. I hope they level up and have like a plus to their dice and their skill. I don't know, I haven't seen the system for that, so doubtful. I hope you can still hear me properly. Anyway, Alma glides over to a window set in the side of the engine room and points to the corroded remains of a facility deep in the asteroid's loose, dusty surface. There's the hull. She taps on the glass, and it's good as a fine I've seen. The hull is a building? Building and all that's in it. Alma screws up her face. What, you too good for scrapping? By rights, that building's mine. Scrappers claim. Alma scratches at her mess of her hair. But You helped me get Claire running, and you are welcome to take what you want from it. Up to maximum 50% of our mass. That's it. We have, to be exact, we have to extract it ourselves. That's not what we expected. We have to extract. That's not what we expected. She looks you up and down, and you feel the first acknowledgement of you being a sleeper. I doubt it'll trouble one of you. Anyway, you're leaving with nothing, unless my girl here is back in shape by the time you're done. She folds her arms across her chest. Get to it. You turn back to the engine, your eyes tracing the madness of the interlocking systems. You are starting to have the horrible feeling that this contract is some kind of elaborate joke. Okay, so these are two things. I need to work on this, basically, and I need to work on scrapping and killing things. So, what was the name of this? This is Ruined Facility. Jesus. Gather scrap. Beyond the corroded outer walls, this place is just scrap. This is scrapper's work, and it takes resilience more than a skill. Okay? Raw material. This entire facility is scrap. It just needs cutting and stacking, which means cycles of hard work. 6. Component search. In the corroded, ragged remains of this facility, still might be valuables tucked away. The trick is to find it. Hidden treasure. You suspect that deep in this facility there might be some components you can use, but it will be a long search. Okay, at least we can distribute. None of us has a plus, but at least we can spread around. Their dice sucks. Engine labor. With a system this complex, you can either understand it or approach it systematically, checking it piece by maddening piece. And Blaze can't do that. What the fuck? Engine study. Alma's engine fills the room like some esoteric sculpture. Try to fix it. It must be studied and understood. And I have better engineering than that. Jesus. Fuck. I'll do the labor. It's danger, but it's gonna give me probably 3. Nope, 2. That's bad. That's not good. I need a lot of work for that. Okay, that is done. Eugene is gonna be utterly useless for everything, I guess. Okay, let's just give him a risky job. Gather scrap. Maybe he'll do it. Okay, positive. That's good. You did a good job. We got more raw material, I guess. I'm gonna have to try a risky. Just no stress. Okay, Alma's girl. Positive outcome. That is good for now. Or it's still a decent thing, stress. Yay, thank you for the fucking stress. The action. Okay, I could push myself, get a +5. Oh, that's gonna be a 6, and that's gonna be removed. Okay, yeah, let's push ourselves. So that's gonna be a 5, which means a 6, which means it's gonna be a positive outcome, which means I remove stress, which is good because it's complete this. Jesus, this is great. And I don't think this is the end of the job. This is just the first step. So we are carefully plotting our way through. And cycle. Okay, give me dice. Okay, not too shit, not too great. I'm gonna try and complete this, because after that I'm gonna need to know what's next. Okay, good. You all gather in Alma's rig to see the engine tested. The engine room purrs and chitters. It seems to warm with the sound of the engine, with the polyrhythmic vibrations that rattle through the open framework of the interior. You look over to Alma and you see her eyes are closed, a small tremble at the corner of her mouth. You look at the engine, Alma's engine, an object that you have come to respect over the past cycles, even if you haven't necessarily grown to love it. It is, as you see it now, a difficult thing to love. Whole parts of it make little sense, and its oldest systems, those now bypassed and made obsolete by newer additions, still somehow play an integral role you don't understand. It is unwieldy and unnecessarily so, and the accumulation of parts and patches from its long service makes it surprisingly fragile. Meanwhile, other sections have been welded and re-welded so many times that they are impermeable and will never be able to replace. It is uncooperative and prone to sudden outbursts of cooling fluid or even fuel. It is restless and will begin to leak when left idle for too long. It is always too cold or too hot thanks to the coolant and the fuel, and it is hard to predict which it will be at any given moment. Jeez, this is a nightmare engine. And yet, despite all this, it is an object you feel close to, that you feel a kinship with, because in the end, you too are an accumulation of broken parts, long outliving their operational limits. You too are a machine that has become a story, and a story that has grown beyond the ability of others to understand. You look over to Alma again, and Bliss is there beside her. You can see they are talking, but with the engine running, you cannot hear them. You watch for a moment, Bliss now patiently listening as, in flattering words, Alma explains something to them. Bliss nods, and then suddenly they embrace, gently and with care. Aww. Bliss pushes back, and as soon as the moment has passed, it seems like it might not have happened at all. Nothing in the two figures' attitudes betrays the act, and the room seems unchanged. You try to remember if you have seen them speaking before now, but you recall there are many moments when you were not with Bliss. As you watch Alma approach, you realize the engine is not just special to you, and that between her and Bliss, it might have been the bridge to a unique kind of respect. That's the job, Sleeper. Alma approaches you from the other side of the room. And you know where the payment is to be found. I believe that brings our business to an end. Alma scratches at her hair. Unless ye have something to add. What will you do now? I believe that's my business. She bristles at the question. I'll need to find somewhere quiet to resupply and so on. But I don't think you'd like my usual aunts. She gives you a sly look. I appreciate the assistance. You're welcome to take what you want from the hangar, if you haven't already. You see a knowing shimmer in her eyes. Now I must kindly ask you to leave my ship. As the airlock cycles, you look across at Bliss and swear you see a tear in their eye. What did Alma say? Bliss turns to you as if they forgot you were there. She just reminded me of why I do what I do. Why I fix things. They look ahead. There's beauty in it. You find yourself drifting away from Alma's rig in a haze of thoughts. It's clear to you at this point that Alma's history is written all over this place. But more than that, well, you can't be sure. This story, it seems, isn't for you. This is for Citizen Sleeper 3. Haha! You realize as you gaze at the broken remains of the facility that Alma never took any of her half of the whole. You turn back and squint at the cockpit of her rig. You see her there, looking out across the wasteland, still as a statue. It's an image that you load into the rig and begin... it's an image that as you load into the rig and begin the preparations to depart, will stick with you. One that every time you enter the engine room of your ship, a room almost identical to the engine room of Alma's rig, will leap into your mind. A woman floating above the wreck of what was once her home, looking for a reason to keep going. Damn. Deep. Sad. All of that together. And it's not even a drive, so... Back to salvaging, I guess. We're gonna be salvaging a lot. Let's see if this doesn't become risky. So, safe missions like this is cool. Like, this is nice. He can't do anything there, so he's gonna go here. I'm not gonna do the risky jobs, fuck that. Stand chance. Okay, let's try this. Endure skill found. Wait, endure skill found? What? Skill required. Okay, got it. You rest a moment, taking a break from dragging the plates you've cut across the asteroid surface. You find yourself looking upwards towards Alma's rig, still there on the edge of the crater, and wonder if she's watching. With her engine fixed, you half expected her to leave immediately, but she remains there on the horizon, unable to leave this place. As if in response, your comms channel buzzes. Nice pal you got there, Alma announces herself on the upper channel. You'll make scrappers out of you kids yet? That scrap will earn you a pretty penny if you know what you're doing. I don't think I got any scrap, okay. Holmes Rock, always a good place to offload. You got that free. You look at the stack of fragate torch-cut plates as they're loaded up into the rig's cargo hold, and you have to admit you do feel a little pride in the work done. You could have helped up. Thanks. You earned it. You glance over your shoulder at the cockpit of Alma's rig, where you can see her watching. What are you doing out here? What are you doing out here? There's a click on the open channel as it closes, and Alma seems to take a moment to consider her response. Let me ask you a question, Sleeper. She clears her throat. What do you think this place is? Signal station? Solheim facility? Alma coughs and sputters. Oh, hell no! This place ain't old enough or solid enough to be from before the collapse. She sighs. Plus, those old corporate types prefer much grander projects than a tin pot hangar on a dusty rock. Alma goes quiet for a moment, but you wait, getting the feeling there is still more to be said. See the old arrays on the far side? You turn and look up the rock towards the broken frames and panels. You can just make out in the dust catching the sun's weak light. Those were the first priority. Get power running, recharge the cells for the excavators, the welders, turn the scrap into something livable. She falters and coughs. Look at me now. You see the tumbled down collection panels. They look like they were scattered by a careless hand, discarded without much thought. Comms channel clicks off, and you see the distant silhouette of Alma drift from view out of the cockpit of her rig. You turn back to see that the scrap has been loaded into the ship. Near half of the hull, though you suspect this place is more than just a hull around Alma. Wait. What about the other thing? Or was that the same thing we would get? Shit, it got like 4 scrap. Is that it? Will we meet Alma again? I wanted to ask her what this place was. This was, or whatever else. Is this it, really? I wanted to dig more, I wanted to use more dice. Okay, well, I mean, I have nothing else to do. I don't have an engineer or somebody special to fix me up, so I think it's back. Really? I don't have... Maybe if I do a cycle. I'll do a cycle. It's wasteful, but I don't care. Maybe something will trigger. Nope. I don't know if there's anything else. I hope there isn't. I hope not missing anything. Okay, I think it's time to go. Yep, I know. Unable to return. Well, maybe I should have stayed longer and Alma would have talked. Probably. I guess. Yeah. Okay. Back here. Back again. I'm gonna need some fuel. So I'm gonna get these guys to gather some fuel. I'm gonna do some work. Hopefully I will be... There is no engineering work, I think. Yeah. Just this gives energy, this gives... Scrap, that's scrap, yeah, scrap and other things. I can buy a meal. So yeah, I'm just gonna do Flotsam liquids. Get some of it done. Get some cryo. Oh, neutral output is cryo. Positive is both. Still got cryo. Lost energy, but that's fine. That is actually fine. I still get cryo. Got nothing else. I'm gonna spend the cycle again. it's fine. It's good to spend cycles, not to rush off to the next one, because that way you can, you know, do things. Okay, so we got 2 really good ones, so that's gonna give us even more scrap. More scrap, that's good, that's good. Okay, get energy. Will I stay here for another? Yes, I will stay for another. So let's see if I can get some energy from this. Low chance, I should have used the 6 here. Yep. At least I got this. So what will happen if I end the cycle here? Okay, I'm starving, I'm not stressing, which is good. Got some decent dice, so might as well use one to get some energy back. Low energy, low cryo, but there is stuff, you know, useful stuff to do here, and there is nothing here. Go and get the ship light. Okay, but I need scrap, I need energy, I need all of that. I need actually to do more drives, so we can get more skills, but this is decent enough. Okay, time to bounce. We got fuel, enough fuel. Let's see where we're gonna bounce. So I can bounce to here, like I can get more fuel and bounce to Holmes Rock, but I want to go to Far Spindle. I want to go there. I want to do some more jobs, get some more stuff, maybe. Stuff. Okay, this is good, this can give you stuff, but I wanna make some more processed scrap just in case I'm gonna need it, because that's gonna be very useful, I believe. I have rare components, that is good. I have these components. I'm not gonna lose the dice anytime soon, hopefully. What else? I can stay here for a few days. I don't think anything gives me energy wherever I work, so that's gonna be an issue. So I'm still gonna have to pay for food. But with these good dice, I can make a decent chunk of money. Let's see. Let's just engage. But with 6 engage, I can still get something. And I can get Gambler's Friend. Let's see. Okay. I can get the Gambler's Friend at some point. Not anytime soon, but at some point. Let's go and do this. No, there's nothing to do with work. This dangerous work. Because it should pay the most. The thing that I have, yeah. And even a 5 would be a good option. Okay, last time, but that's fine. I need to grind up cash. I'm just doing this for grinding, nothing else. I'll hopefully get some fuel once we do. Because I'm not in a rush. None of these quests are in a rush. I have nothing timed here, which is beautiful. I love that. I love the fact that I can fuck 3 down to 1 step that has. I said I like when I can just stick around a place like this and just do things. I want to do this. I want to unlock whatever this is gonna unlock. So that is fine. They haven't salvaged any fuel. Come on, man. We need fuel. Damn it. Okay, end cycle. Yeah, I love it when the game allows me to do this. When I don't have the time to think that, you know. At the beginning, okay, that was the beginning, but now it's like, yeah, go do shit. Go do crime. Too bad my dice are shit. Like, absolutely shit. Should I risk a 4? No. These kinds of dice, who knows what kind of stupid. So wait, are we at what point? we are at, yeah, I'm gonna stay one more cycle. And I'm gonna get maximum energy now. Stay one more cycle and then I'm gonna bounce to here, to Helium Gate. That's gonna be next episode, I think. So cycle. Yeah, I like to keep him on as low as possible. Wow. Wow, these dice. Wow, that's so bad. And they didn't even get any amounts of fuel. Okay, buy. I should buy fuel. Well, fucking hell, I'll buy fuel. I feel I'll put a tank. Just in case I don't find the fuel depot when I get there, and who knows how many cycles I'm gonna need to spend to get fuel depot there. I need to unlock those, that's the problem. And with these dice, it's gonna be a big problem. At least I have supplies, I have full fuel, components. Maybe I should have bought some components. 50. That's gonna be a problem. At least they have water. Oh, they cleaned up the water. There's no more water outside. They can maybe leave. Just there. Alrighty then. Next objective in the build is definitely going to be Helion Gate. And once we go there, I'm gonna go to Holmes Rock and jump over to Wellspring. Oh no, wait. Yeah. No. What is it? I need to go. No, I need to go to Helion's Gate for the ship mine. That's the thing. And if he's gonna fix me up and give me some kind of a buff, I need to do that first. Screw everything else, because everything else is gonna be just a point that I'm gonna get to. Like investigating export, I need to go here, which is gonna be far away, and I need to get this hazard thing, you know, before that. Help Namba? I'll do it. It's a minor thing. Find Seravin's sister. This is... Wellspring is just gonna be a stop point. And if I travel a lot, I can do a lot. Basically, fuel is not that much of a problem. So I can jump around different places. I got decent money. I can go do decent work. The biggest issue is I need to put something to the next level. So like either endurance or interface or intuition, because maybe when he fixes me I'll have engage. Hopefully I'll have engage. But I need to get something to a +1, because that's gonna help a lot of dice. +2 is awesome. I need to get it as well. But I don't have quests. I need to find quests, I need to get quests. I'm also holding up on this because this would be good as well. This is like a free push, free without stress push, which is cool. And I can get a 6 with it because it's gonna be +4. So if I roll a 2, I'll have a 6. If I roll a 5, I'll have a. If I roll a 1, I'll have a 5, and then maybe I can plus it up to 6. Yeah, that's my tactic for this build. But I need to start building other ones to 1. And then I can push each time. Not worry about that much. But yeah. Maybe a bit shorter episode with a few others. But I'm trying to keep it to an hour. Anyway, I'm still liking this. I'm still loving this. Especially the fact that I can just explore, meet new people, go to new locations, find different interesting things. Like, I know that now the Flotsam is for ship parts. If I need ship parts, I'm gonna go there. If I need some other stuff, I can come here. This place is good for work, for refining scrap. If I need to refine scrap and, you know, take scrap somewhere else. I don't know what to do with the Solheim data. I have no idea. I'll save it. Maybe I can sell it. Or use it for something. I don't know. At this point the game is out already. I mean, this is who knows which episode. So, but I played it a little bit before release. You know, that kind of thing. So, in recorded episodes, so you guys can have these posted up. I'll go search some guides, maybe get some insights if anything will help me, just so I don't fuck up. Like, the biggest thing I would like somebody to write up is like, oh, if you're doing this contract, bring these two together, they're gonna help you with their skills, or like they're gonna help with certain activities. Like, if I didn't brought Bliss to this Alma contract, to just a side contract, who knows what would happen. Maybe I should have gotten somebody else, some other character, like unlock this gambler guy or whatever, and then brought them there. Maybe they will recognize somebody. It can be wild. And the fact that I don't have a save, like this saves automatically, there's no saves coming, there's no I can bring these two, oh no, fuck, I need these other skills, maybe I reload, bring back. So this is either you playing first time and making a lot of notes, or you just play it and see what happens and you write your own story, which is basically more important, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys for sticking around, thank you guys for watching. Do the like, subscribe, comment, dance. There is Patreon for support. You can check out this madness live whenever I do it on Twitch/bypenandpaper, or you can check out First Hour Let's Plays, whatever else I upload, them always on YouTube at By Pen and Paper. Till next time, as always, do remember, it's the stories that we play. See ya.